Fair enough. Places hand on BB. Hi.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the reason I'm staying up is because my friend is proofreading my lab report, so I could submit that in without typos and shit on it. Because I hate proofreading my work.
Oh, same.
When's
No matter how many times I proofread my comics, there's always one mistake when I post it. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, especially comics. No, it's due Monday 9 a.m. So.
Oh yeah, you need to get it in.
Yeah.
ASAP. Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. I think BB would have asked Al this during the 4-week break they had when they got back to the southern base.
4-day.
4-day. Oh, okay, 4-day.
Yeah, it's 4-day. Yeah.
I don't
They're
know
not
why.
back for 4 weeks, and that like it's not a case of we need you back immediately. So that
Sorry, I don't know why I thought week for a sec.
No, it's fine. I just love the idea in my head of like they're like, we need you back now, if not sooner, to start immediately, and they have you sit around doing nothing for 4 weeks.
That's because they missed you and they just want you back.
Oh.
They've missed having people to look after. It's fine. But no. So actually, I am an idiot. I'm a bad GM, because I haven't put on music. I haven't put on music for everyone to listen to while we talk.
Thank you for that lovely song.
It was a very
Shark
good song.
tunes, everyone.
Yes. Yes. Let me just Shark tunes coming soon to a record station near you. Never.
Darn.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's not for sale, I'm afraid. No, I don't want it on random stuff because that means playing the Seinfeld theme again. Alright, okay. Now we're fucking ready. Jesus.
You can do it.
Huh. I can do it!
You can
Right, okay.
do it!
So, so when during the 4 days would PB probably come and try to find Al, I guess?
I guess the day after they get back.
Okay. All right. Where would you want to try and look for her?
Oh God. I guess I'd go to the gym training area. That sounds like a club place to be without being completely prejudiced towards clubs.
Oh, that's fine. It just means you're a suit racist. It's all right.
Nice.
I can't believe your suit.
Oh my goodness.
She's broken. Someone's got a soft reset.
It's okay. We just need to turn off Zed and then turn her back on again.
Soft reset.
So, yes. So after we perform that on Zed, you head on over to the gym, BB. It's by and large empty when you get there. Save for... not gonna lie, you find Jackie there a lot, so you're not wrong, BB. Jesus. I mean... You know, if she wants, I don't know, but by and large, the person who's there at the moment is okay, fair enough. Is indeed Al. She's currently occupied with a heavy bag that doesn't. Yeah.
For a second, I thought she's just being the crap out of Dorian.
No. God, God. That's not what punishment time entails. If anything, yeah. So she's currently at work on a heavy bag. Her hair is tied back. She is dressed in more appropriate clothing. Oddly enough, though, her you only see on her hand like fighting tape. You don't see any other sort of hand protection, and the heavy bag appears to be studded.
Oh my goodness. That's a bit too hardcore. I guess BB nervously approaches. He goes, Al?
She pauses and glances your way, BB. Ah, what can I do for you?
Hi, Al. Well, you see, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
All right. Walk with me, and we will talk this favor. And she picks up a towel from the floor, wraps it around her neck, lifts off the heavy bag, slings it over her shoulder, and starts dragging it along.
Aren't they super heavy?
Yes.
BB just kind of stops to like stare at her for a second before she catches.
Nothing. I guess.
She timidly approaches.
She looks at you, BB, looks at the heavy bag, looks back at you, smiles and winks. No, it's fine. And just continues walking.
Oh my goodness. What kind of protein shakes and push-ups has she been doing?
What indeed? Dorian knows.
BB will, walk after her then.
Mm-hmm.
And, she's like,
Well, you see, when we got back from our previous mission, I kind of realized I had a problem which at some point might be a detriment to the team.
You all right. What would you consider having a problem that could prove a detriment to the team to be then?
Well, I think I'm just really afraid of everything. And sometimes I get so scared I can't do anything.
How often would you say something that particular instance occurs?
I don't remember, but I do remember it happening when we met the Watcher. And it's just that every time we face something, it's almost as if I have to will myself to face it, and sometimes it's not enough.
That is understandable, she says as she moves over to a storage cupboard, inside of which are like several other heavy bags, and she begins hanging this one up.
like a coat.
Somewhat more a coat if a coat was like several hundreds of pounds and like hung from like a metal suspension rack from both the ceiling and wall.
Just like a coat.
Just like all the coats that normal people wear.
Mm-hmm.
I think you are you are looking at yourself critically, which is very fair, but one thing to also bear in mind is that relatively, in terms of your personal life, you have been here a shorter time than you have the rest of the world. You are, all of you, still adjusting to Cardian's life. So forgive me if I step out of any bounds, but would you say you have always been like this?
Bibi looks a bit startled for a second, and she slowly nods, not really looking at Al.
Well then, if it is a part of yourself that you have had for a long time, then to expect it to change within a short time frame is a little unrealistic. However, we do appreciate the efforts you are making to, at the very least, try to take steps.
I know, it's not that I'm expecting that it'll disappear overnight or anything. It's just that, well, I do want to start working on it before someone needs me and I can't do anything to help them. Or
Very
I
fair.
wouldn't. Yeah.
Very fair. So, do you have an idea of where you might be able to start?
Well, I don't really know. This not really my area of expertise. I just want to be in a situation where, even if it's not for myself, that if there's someone there with me that I have to help, that I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how to get there.
All right. So you want to reach a point where you can consider yourself reliable and dependable on a level that means that either your natural fear is, if not non-existent, then placated to a point where it is manageable. All right. Where to start? She thinks for a moment.
I mean, when I was struggling with blood because I wanted to be better at first aid, I think Mr. Gregory tried the desensitization method.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's Mr. Gregory.
Yes, it is. That blood, however, is but one aspect of things in general. Would you say that that sort of squeamishness is tied to your fear of things, or is it but one of many?
I'm sorry, Jack. I'm sorry, I just saw Jack saying.
It's
God damn it. God damn it, Lossie. Bibi. Bibi thinks for a second, and she says,
Well, I think I'm the kind of person who's probably afraid of their own shadow.
Then what will help then, more than perhaps exposure to blood and such matters, although that will help too, is a fundamental change in how you see, first of all, yourself.
I guess.
Because if you see yourself as someone capable of surpassing your fears and helping others, then the day where you can do that will get closer.
Right.
So, come with. And she moves off a different direction to where you originally found her, but it's still deeper in the gym.
Okay.
And eventually, if I can, I hope to God I didn't delete it, because if I'd fucking deleted it, I'm so annoyed.
Soft, sharp mumbling.
Okay, I did delete it. I'm a goofus. It's fine. Regardless,
Aww.
she yeah, it's unfortunate. She leads you to a what looks like a fighting ring, maybe, complete with ropes.
Oh God.
And she steps through them, and she heads on over to the other side and picks up she rifles through some headpieces, BB, and then comes back with one and a set of handguards. Put these on.
Okay. BB tries to put those on.
We're going to start off with something not necessarily simple, but a small step in the right direction.
Okay.
I get the impression that despite myself and everything else, you are to some degree also afraid of me, yes?
Well, it's just,
I think the answer to that question has been given. It's all right. Don't sweat it, honestly. And she waves the notion away as if it's just like a butterfly in her range of vision. Honestly, don't worry. I can't have that effect on people at times. It's not ideal, but it's part of who I am, I guess. So we're going to start with you standing up to me.
And she looks down at her hands, what she's holding.
I'm not expecting you to actually full-on fight me or even hurt me necessarily. I'm just trying to initially get you to stand your ground. If that makes sense.
yes, I understand.
So, I'm not going to... Trust me, I'm not going to do anything to hurt you and render you in a way unsafe. I've been doing... She, motions to the ring and the guards and everything. This for many years, so you are in safe hands.
Oh, don't worry. I completely trust you. I just not sure about myself in this situation. but I'm certainly willing to try.
All right. So, let's start with something minor. Let's start off in the center of this ring, and I am going to intermittently push you.
Okay.
Not necessarily physically, but that is also certainly part of it. If at any point you feel unsafe, or if I cross a line, I want you to, and she makes the timeout signal, call timeout. Yes?
Yes, I understand.
All right, okay. And she, hold on, let me,
It's just the moment where she gives BB the slightest shove, she goes flying off the and crashes through the wall.
well, she's
Hijacking.
Well, here's the thing. She gives you a shove, BB, and you can tell, like, you saw her lift that back, so you know that she's strong as fuck. So, like, the first shove that she gives you, you can tell she's very much pulling punches, and like she's like also very relaxed, and it wasn't really all that much effort at all. But you are pushed back a little.
Okay.
Now we start. I want you to push me. Come on. And she shoves you again.
Okay, I mean...
this time further.
Excuse me then?
And she'll try to shove back. What's the roll to shove?
Strength athletics.
Okay. If it's a strength brawl, BB's dead.
I'm not saying strength brawl here just because, like, it's not necessarily a fight that's at play. It's more like a straight, like, shove rather than like a grapple or something. So you go to push her, BB, and your hand kind of hits her, and Nan's kind of impact her in the center, but she doesn't really budge, and she,
of course,
like, she pats you on the head, just being like, one, stop there. I know we are Ace, and you are Ace. You are 3 now. Yes, of course you are. Yes. I know we are boss and lower level employee, but in this ring, while I am teacher and you are student, when we engage, other relations are cast aside. So do not bother with niceties. So if you do not bother with them when engaging with me, then you will not engage with them in real situations.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So don't bother prefacing your efforts with niceties, because the things you fear certainly will not. And she shoves you again, baby.
And
you see how I am being unfair now? What are you going to do about it? Come on.
She'll try to shove back.
Okay.
God damn it! Stop shoving! She
Come
needs to shove back!
Come on, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Good. Good, again.
Goodness gracious.
Again, keep pushing. With everything you have. Come on.
God damn it!
Is she okay?
she's like you kind of like started, and you're kind of now doing that thing, BB, where your hands are pushing against her and your feet are kind of like
Oh yeah.
like partly like treading, partly like skipping up, because like they're just like come on, you can't expect to protect yourself like that. Come on.
Best qualities of Wiggles. God damn it! Yeah, she'll be a strong gal.
Better, there is more to that one. Come on.
Goodness.
Honestly, if you cannot shove me, how on earth did you make it past the eye man? Come on, push.
Goodness gracious.
She sort of stops upon like seeing you like try and push again for the second time, and just, like you see her just chuckle to herself, and I'm gonna need you to this time roll either a Dex Athletics or a Dex Brawl.
I will Dex Athletics, please.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, thank you. Makes sense.
You see her like go for a one-handed like shove with her right hand, BB, but you see it coming, because like you took a second to look up at her to see if you were making any progress at all. You weren't. You saw the motion of her shoulder as she went to shove you, and you let go and you duck under it, and then you recommence shoving her. And if you want, you can roll a strength athletics, this time +2.
Oh.
You take advantage of the moment that you can, and you do definitively make impact with the shove, BB. And you hear a slight like scrape, but it wasn't all that much.
Like a puppy trying to punch you.
God damn it! I'm stronger than a puppy.
There we go. See.
Yeah, I can do this.
Of course you can. Not, and she like goes to shove you again.
God damn it! Oh my goodness!
Roll either Dex Athletics or Dex Brawl.
Dex Athletics this.
Oh, that's a crit success. You go flying, BB.
Oh my goodness! Hi, Jackie.
You land on your back. You don't exactly have the wind knocked out of you, but like you are certainly startled.
Okay, I think she'll just lie there for a second, take this all in.
Do not think that I will let up. Come on, get up.
She
Get up.
Gets up.
Come on.
I will roll to push her again. Goodness gracious.
Again, you kind of go back to like
Oh my god.
the holding pattern, baby. That's a crit fail. Oh no.
Oh.
You back off of your initial push, BB, and then you go to make another one, but you step wrong and you fall diagonally forward past Al, and you fall on your face, BB.
Goodness, is her nose bleeding?
No. You although you once again you are startled.
Mm-hmm.
Are you alright down there?
Yes, I'm fine.
And she gets up, rubbing her nose. I'm fine. And turns around and tries to get in position, ready to shove.
Yeah.
Your enemies will not be so lenient, you know. Come on. Keep
I
going.
know. Shut up! I am not cute.
Is that BB reacting in character to Jackie's text comments?
Listen, when you're girlfriends, you can connect through mentally.
Are you guys
my God.
actually girlfriends? Does that happen?
Shush, just let it happen.
Girlfriends, not girlfriends. That's a whole other thing that I feel like only Jackie would be after. Yes, gal pals. There we go. With Al's constant berating of you to come on already, BB, you can feel yourself getting frustrated, both at your lack of progress and yourself, but also at Al for how relentless she is.
Mm-hmm.
And you channel that determination into yourself, and you give more of a proper shove,
Mm-hmm.
and you actually more successfully kind of plant your feet and put your weight behind it, and you alter how your body comes in contact with her to where it's a mix between a hand shove and a shoulder push as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like your shoulder tackling her a little bit, and she's more notably pushed back than she has been before, and she stops and kind of looks down at where you hit her and looks up at you and seems surprised. What did you do that for?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Why on earth would you do that?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Psych. Roll Dex Athletics.
God damn it.
Of course that would happen.
You try to duck again, but she catches you on the shoulder, and you are brought down to a knee. When you are in a situation when it is do or die, there are times where you must let go of niceties.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Just getting back up.
I know I'm right, so do something about it. Come on.
What?
She is relentless. Do I roll Dex Athletics again?
Yes.
Oh.
You don't dodge this time. You block her.
Oh.
Yeah, you block her this time, BB. And I need you to roll again.
The Dex Athletics?
Yes.
Oh. What the
She notices your block, raises an eyebrow and smirks a little, and then copies your shoulder barge.
Oh.
Only this time it has you feel that it has more force to it than you could have applied, and once again you are on your back. All right.
You get back up. Shake your head a bit.
BB roll perception. You are quite close to the corner.
Oh goodness. I better go forward then. Gotta shove forward.
Is this how you expect to protect yourself? Come on.
Oh my goodness. She'll keep going.
If a situation proves insurmountable, it is up to you as a guardian to find a way around it. Come on. And she shoves you again.
Of course she does.
Find a way around it.
I feel like she's asking me to roll perception on her. Can I roll?
You can do what you want here.
I will perception. Oh.
So you're taking in your position, BB. You're closer than you were to the corner that you're in. She's not letting you have all that much room. Her arms are kind of in an open, like, come at me stance, which she's been kind of adopting when she's been telling you to come on, and will alternate between that and like the shove. Her posture's quite relaxed, and she seems to be resting most of her body weight on one foot.
Huh. Well, what does the BB do?
Well, what does the BB do? She's been telling you to, as a guardian, find a way around the problem.
I wanna see if I can try shoving that leg to see if I can make her lose her balance.
So you want to try and tackle her leg, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll strength athletics -2 because you're targeting a specific area.
Of course. Holy shit.
You do successfully grab onto it, and like you start pushing it, and like you hear a hearty chuckle as she tries to as she sort of like walks. Actually, hold on. Let me roll something here. Okay.
Oh my god, what?
She is now starting to like walk with you, like latched onto her leg, and she's dragging you around.
This is terrible. God damn it.
Well, you have suddenly moved from one problem into another. Now what will you do? Situations adapt. You must adapt accordingly in the line of duty. What will you do, BB?
Oh, that's going to BB's mind. How strong is this woman? Okay, what the fuck do I do now?
You cannot be afraid in times of unexpectedness. Come on.
I guess I'm gonna have to get back up and.
Well, first you've got you gotta like let go. Although you don't necessarily have to, but it's up to you. I mean, you do what you want.
I want to see if I could actually pull using my weight and try to pull her downwards.
Okay. Roll in that case a roll a strength athletics or a strength roll +1 because of how much lower you are to the ground.
Hey, thank Christ, this is athletics. Fucking heck.
You try to pull in vain, BB. Oh no, but you feel like you have noodle arms. and you feel and like you're feeling this woman's thighs and her calf, and it's a case of, oh my god, it's rock hard.
My BB's arms are made for hugging, not
Yes.
for throwing people.
Yes. BB was made for cuddles and napping, not for this.
It makes the sound effects. You know that sound effect you get when you hit like a really plush toy. Oh, can she try again, or is Al gonna do something to her?
You are welcome to try again if you want.
Okay.
This is just ridiculous now. Come on. And she
Oh my.
I need you to roll a either a strength athletics or a dex athletics.
I will dex athletics, please.
She pushes you off with more force, and as much as you try to grip onto her, you go rolling over, and once again you are on one knee, baby. And you are very much free of her grip.
Okay.
But you are not in the corner anymore.
Hey, there's always a silver lining, guys. As BB gets back up. And
Why do you persist?
Because I want to be able to protect people.
and she's gonna try going for a shove. I gotta scream here to see the terribleness.
So you try to go again for a shove, BB, but like you feel like you're not making all that much progress.
Of course.
How can you expect to protect people like this? What will you do, BB? When a real challenge comes at you, what will you do? And she shoves you again. But this time there's force to it, but you're more able to easily brush it off, BB. Like, because you can feel yourself growing like a little bit more frustrated and a little bit more determined at her, like to prove her wrong and to get her to shut up, basically.
Oh, I go. God damn it!
What will you do when you are against a wall you cannot surmount on your own?
Oh my lord!
And you are flat on your back again, BB.
Phoebe scrambles to get back to her feet. Turns around, tries to go again.
Are you afraid of me?
Phoebe won't answer that. She's just gonna try shove her again.
Are you afraid of me? It's like you are like pushing on her, BB.
Yeah.
But she's also pushing back, and now the both of you are locked. Like you went to shove her, she went to shove you. Your hands are now locked.
I mean, I'm not sure, but
Are you afraid of me?
maybe.
Can I roll again?
Yes, you can.
Oh, that was so close.
She is pushing you back, but you are digging your heels in, BB. You are digging your toes in, and you are not going backwards without a fight.
I will keep going.
Maybe? Do you know if you are afraid of me or not?
still am to an extent.
What?
I don't know, this situation is kind of frustrating.
So you are moving on regardless of your fear, and you are using your frustration at the situation and yourself to try and overcome it, yes?
Yes. Yes.
And then she stops and slowly stands up. Then you have made the first step. And she, pats you on the head. Good job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, really.
You are welcome. Do bear in mind, though, I wouldn't try that shoving match with an actual enemy. They might just try and eat you or something. I don't know.
Oh, I am perfectly aware that this is not what I'm trained for.
No, but you do understand the principle I am getting at, yes?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right. So long as you keep that as a foundation for now. This is not the end,
Of course.
but use it as a jumping off point for yourself to move forward. And provided you can keep that in mind, if the situation arises where you feel yourself afraid again and someone needs you, then you can fall back on today and what you accomplished for yourself here. Yes?
Yes. Thank you.
Very good. And she does the playful nudge punch on the arm.
Bibi
She does that with you, yeah.
Bibi actually goes in for a quick hug.
She's you can feel her kind of tense up with surprise at this, Bibi.
Surprise attack!
And she just takes off your headgear for you and just ruffles your hair.
Aww.
She doesn't necessarily she doesn't return the hug though, Bibi. And as you pull away, roll an empathy.
Oh.
She's looking down at you. Her smile says happy. Her eyes also say happy, but they also say something else. They say something not happy, but you can't put your finger on what.
Oh, Bibi starts pulling away. Should I have not done that?
Oh, no, not that. It was quite all right for you to do that. It was just unexpected, is all.
Oh, thank you, Al. I think I maybe am a bit less afraid now that I would say shove, but it would imply I actually was able to do a lot of shoving.
What counted was that you kept getting back up in the face of overwhelming strength.
Yeah, she says with a smile. Okay. I hope I'd be able to talk to you again about making another step when I get back from the mission. When we get back from the mission, the werebears and polar bears.
Yes.
Werewolves and polar bears, what am I saying?
I would certainly like that.
I look forward to it.
As do I.
She smiles.
I will see you again, Bibi Plamondon.
Yep, I'll see you later, Al. Thank you so much for today.
And she'll go and scuttle off.
She gives a small wave and just like a little smirk before heading over to pack away the stuff. Hey. And that's a BB Alabi.
Hey.